Good afternoon, guys. In today's session, we are going to discuss about prime numbers between 2 and 20 by using for loop. In previous sessions, we discussed about some other examples like uh, even numbers printing, odd numbers printing, and tables printing we've seen. And we also seen printing tables from 2 to 20. We printed all the tables. That's what we've seen in the last session. Now let me print the prime numbers between the given range, and let me also explain the loop iteration, how the prime number generation loops are iterated and all very clearly. Yes, let us start the program now. Let's write a loop here. For my requirement is here 2 to 20. So where I equal to 2, so I less than or equal to 20. So I need to print up to 20. Less than or equal to 20 also you can take, or less than 20. No. Anyhow, 20 is not prime number. So I plus plus, this is just I'm printing the value of I. Let me add a concatenation operator here to display the output in the vertical. Now, if we can refresh, we can see the output. So the output should contain 2 to 20 numbers. We are not printing the prime numbers, just we are printing the numbers between the 2 and 20. Let us see the output as well. If you can run this, yes, can you see the output is going to print 2 to 20 numbers. Yes, it is printing 2 to 20 numbers. In these 2 to 20 numbers, I want to print the odd numbers only. Yesterday we seen how to print only even numbers, and we also seen how to print only odd numbers. Now my task is here to print only even numbers. To do this, let me write one more loop inside this loop. We printed, actually printing is not required, just for our understanding purpose, I printed what is the value of I. So the value of I is going to be iterated up to 2 to 20 times. So now let me write one more loop here for where j equal to 2, j less than I. So the inner loop should be iterated how many times depends on the value of I. If value of I is 10, the loop is going to be iterated from 2 to 10 times. If the value of I is 5, the loop is going to be iterated 2 to 5 times. J value 2, 2 less than 5. So we have to iterate like this, guys. Based on the value of I, the inner loop is going to be iterated. So, and this is going to be j plus plus. Let me write this is j plus plus, and let me come down here. Yes, here I'm writing one condition. What is that condition? If the number is even, how can we say a number is even? So if your number is divided by 2, and if you got remainder 0, then we can say the number is even, right? If your number is even, is it required to iterate the loop? Not required, right? Simply I have to stop the loop execution. How we are going to stop the loop execution if a number is even? So otherwise I need to continue the loop, right? Let me write a small condition here. If I modulo division of j equal to 0. I'm just comparing if the I value is divided by 2 and remainder get 0, then I have to stop the loop. How can we stop the loop in the middle? We have to use the break statement. What break statement will do? It will stop the loop execution. So at what time, for example, loop iterated 5 times. After that 5 times, actually loop should iterate 10 times. After 5 times iteration, I want to write the break statement. Then what is going to happen? After iteration of 5 times, loop won't execute the remaining 5 times. Break means it will exit the loop automatically. We are breaking. Now I'm just want to write one small condition after the inner loop. I want to write I equal to j. I'm just writing the condition. I'm comparing the inner loop value, outer loop value, and let me print any one of the variables. Without right, print I or j, any variable you can print. Just I'm printing the value of I. So or you can print j value also. Anyhow they have to equal, na? If you, when they are equal, you can print anyone here, no problem. Just let me print it. Let us see my logic is. Can you see my logic is printing the prime number between 2 and 20? So how this loop is iteration, how this loop is going to be iterated, and we need to know, guys. Let us check the loop iteration process here. See, if you can see this program here, very simple logic here, nothing to worry. So what is the value of I? Initially we are assigning a value. So let me show you here. So this is going to be true less than or equal to 20. So condition true now. If condition true, immediately what will happen? Always you will be into the inner loop, right? Inner loop. What is the j value? J value will be true. And when you see here, what is going to happen here? So j value is 2, as well as what is the I value? I value is also 2. 2 less than 2 is condition true, condition is false. If condition is false, this loop will be stopped. After that, we come here. What is the value of 5? Can you see value of 5 is 2 and value of j is also 2. You can see here, what is the value of 5 here? 2. What is the value of j here? It is also 2. Condition true. If it is true, then what is going to happen? 2 is printed. Once this is done, guys, this logic is done, what is going to happen? From here, it will go for incrementation. Outer loop incrementation, it will come here. I plus plus means, we know already, right? What is the value of I here? 2. So it is going to be now 2 plus 1. What is the 2 plus 1 means? 3. Now this value will overrides with 3 now. So now condition will be 3 less than or equal to 20. So again, j value 2. Now can you see here? J value 2, I value 3. So 2 less than 3. Condition true or false? Condition true. If condition true, it will come to the inner block of the for loop, guys, inner loop. So now you can see I value 3. Modular division of 2 is equal to 0? No, right? So if it is equal to 0, the loop will be break. So the condition is false here. If the condition is false here, again it will go here. Now this value is going to be incremented 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1 means, what is the j value? 2. 2 plus 1 means it will be 3 now. Can you see now? It is 3. Now 3 less than 3. Can you say 3 less than 3? Condition true or false? Condition false. If condition false, this won't check now. It will become here now. I value equal to 3 and j value is also 3. Can you see here? What is the I value? 3 and j value is also 3. Both are matched. So then 3 is also printed. So we write a condition. If both are matched, then print the value. Any one of the value. I value 3, j value 3. You can print anyone here. I print value of 5. Value of will be either 3. So now 3 is printed. Now after that, it will go to the inner loop here. Now value is 3. 3 plus 1. It will be 4 now. So I value going to override with 4. And this is 4 less than 20. Condition true or false? True. Then again, see, when we are exit the inner loop, again this value reinitializes from 2 only, right? So now you can check it. So j value 2, I value is 4. 2 less than 4. Condition true now? Definitely it is true. What is the I value? I value is 4, but j value 2. So 4 by 2. 0 na? 0 is equal to 0. Then condition true. If condition true, it will be break. If it is a break here, it will exit the loop and it will come here. So this value is 4 and j value is 2. This condition is true, condition not true, then it is false. It is false means value is not going to be printed. See what I'm doing here. If a number is even, why should I check the loop? Why should I iterate the loop? I am just stopping the loop. If a number is even, I'm coming here. So 4 is not printed. Again, it will go here. It will be now 4 plus 1. It will be 5 now. Can you check it here now? 5. All of you check it. 5. I value is 5. Now 5 less than or equal to condition true. Again, now you can see 2 less than 5. Condition true. What is the I value? 5. 5 by 2 equal to 0. No, then it will come here 2 plus 1. It will be 3 now, right? No, condition is going to be 3 less than 5. Condition true, definitely condition is true. So 5 by 3 is equal to 0. No, again it will come here 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 means 4 now. It will be 4 and 4 less than 5. 5 modular division of 4. Is 5 by 4 equal to 0? No. Again it will come here. Now it will be 4 plus 1. So sorry, 4 plus 1. So I see it 4 plus 1. Now it will be 5. The value of 5 overrides. Now 5 less than 5. Tell me, is 5 is less than 5? Condition false. If condition false, you will exit from this loop. You will come here. What is the I value? Can you see here? What is the I value here? I value is 5. And what is the j value after incrementing? J value is also 5. 5 equal to 5. Yes, 5 will be 3. Now it will come here. Now 5 plus 1. So 5 plus 1 will be 6. I see it carefully. Value is 6 now. 6 less than or equal to 20. Yes, condition true. Now again, when we are exit the inner loop, again when we are entering into it, the value will be reinitialized from 2 only. Always j value will start from 2 when we are entering into the inner loop. So now you can check it. J value is 2. This is 6. 2 less than 6. Can you see what is the I value here? 6 by 2. 6 by 2 equal to 0. 2 by 6, right? 6 by 2, definitely it is 0. 0 equal to 0. Loop will be break. Break means this will all will be stopped. Now this is the 6 and this is 2. Is matched? They are not matched. See what is going to happen here. If the number is even, I'm simply checking one condition, number is even or not. If number is even, I'm breaking the loop. Why should I check? Why should I iterate the loop if a number is even? I don't want. That's why the loop was break. If it is break, it will come here. I value 6, j value 2, and condition not matched. Again, it will go here. Now this is 7 plus 6 plus 1. So this will be 7 now. This is going to be 7, and 7 less than or equal to 6. Right? Sorry, 7 less than or equal to 20, condition true, j value 2, and 2 less than 7, condition true, now false, condition 2. Now can you see j value is a 7 and this is 2. 2 by 7 by 2 equal to 0? No. It will come here now. 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1 will be 3. Like this, the loop is going, inner loop is also going to be iterated until the condition is going to be false. This value is 7 now. We given 7 here. What is the 7? What is we given I here? What is the I value? I value is 7. I mean, it has to iterate from 2 to 7 times the loop should be iterated. So the inner loop iteration always depends on the value of the I. So now it will be, so 2 plus 1, right? 3. Now 3 less than 7 is condition true? Definitely condition true now. 7 by 3 equal to 0? No. Again it will come here. 3 plus 1, it will be 4 now. Now can you see 4? And it will be 4 less than 7. Condition true or false? Condition true, definitely. 7 by 4 equal to 0? No. Again it will come here. 4 plus 1. It will be 5 now. 5 less than or equal to 7. Condition true. And here it will be 7 by 5. Is condition true? I mean 7 by 5 equal to 0? No. It will come here again. So 5 plus 1 will be 6. Now 6 less than 7. Condition true. And here 7 by 6 is equal to 0? No. It will come here now. Again 6 plus 1, it will be 7. Now guys, check it carefully. 7 and 7 less than 7, condition false, right? If the condition false, this will be terminated and it will become here. What is the value of I? See it. What is the value of I here? Value of I is 7 here. And what is the value of j? Value of j is also 7 now. Value of j is also 7. 7 equal to 7, condition true. Now 7 will be printed, guys. Like this, a loop is going to be iterated until 20 times. Each and every time the value will overrides like this, and you have to check how the inner loop will executed, how the out loop is executed. So when inner loop will be terminated, if the condition false, inner loop will terminated. Or if the number is even, the inner loop is going to be terminated. We are manually breaking that if the number is even. Otherwise, it has to check from 2 to 7. How many number of times? The value of I. What is the value of I? 7. So this loop should be iterated from 2 to 7 times. If a number is even, then it will be evaluated. Sorry, if a number is even, it will be break. Otherwise, it is going to be evaluated, guys. This is how the loop is going to be iterated and will print all the numbers, guys. This is nothing but printing prime numbers between the 2 and 20. In the next session, we will discuss about the Fibonacci series and some other examples as well, guys. Thank you. If you have any doubts, please comment under the video. Thank you, guys.